We're out here with Stephen A. Smith. Big event, the man with some of the biggest opinions in sports. Before we talk about this fight, what do you think is the opinion that gave you the most grief from social media users that you've ever done since you started?
I don't know because I don't pay attention to it. It doesn't mean anything to me. I get paid to give my opinions, just like I got paid to write and report for 20 years. I'm not new to this, and a lot of people, they talk about my opinions, they forget the fact that I have a journalistic background, that I've been working for 25 years in this business, that I've had a national television show, a national radio show. I was one of only 21 African Americans in the history of this country to become a general sports columnist. My credentials speak for itself. So when people talk about my opinions and act like that's all that I have, they're entitled to do so, but I'm in the position that I'm in for a reason, because I put in the work a hell of a long time ago before everybody else came along with the advent of social media and beyond. We keep forgetting that this is new. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you were not even allowed to give your opinion unless you were assigned that job description by newspapers and the like. It was during that era that I came up. I walked through that terrain. I went there. I'm a loud-ass mouth black man from the streets of New York City that worked my way, went to an HBCU in Winston-Salem State University, worked through various internships, started off working in Archdale, North Carolina, doing school lunch items and birth calendar listings and school lunch menus and all of this other stuff. And I worked my way up to here. And people will sit up there and say, well, you got opinions. Go ahead, believe that. They can believe whatever they want. I don't give a damn. I never have, and I never will.
Do you want me to just hand you my mic so you can drop it after saying all that?
No, I'm good. I've said what I had to say. I'm sure you have a couple more questions.
Well, I just want to talk to you about this fight. Since the fight has been announced, we're in full swing, media tour. Now we are here, and we've been keeping track of the odds, and Mcgregor has talked his way into having better odds in the fight than people previously expected. What is your prediction for the fight now that we are finally here?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, I expect him to get completely schooled and annihilated and TKO'd in round 6, number one. Number two, I expect that to happen because I think he's going to come at Floyd, and Floyd is going to pick him apart like a surgeon. Number three, it doesn't shock me at all that the odds have changed because you want to encourage people to bet. And that's how you do it. And if everybody knows that Floyd is going to win and there's no suspense whatsoever, then how do you make money?
Right.
You don't make money in Vegas when everybody knows the outcome. You make money in Vegas when there's questions about it and it encourages you to bet. That's what you're doing. And so this is what a major fight is all about. This is what comes with it. I'm not surprised at all. It's incredibly predictable. But in the end, so will be the outcome. And I just think that unless a miracle happens and Conor McGregor catches Floyd Money Mayweather with a devastating blow, which is possible in a pugilistic sport, it's a 1% chance, but that's all it is. I expect him to get destroyed, picked apart, because we're boxing. I would pick for Conor McGregor in this same fashion if Floyd decided to go into the octagon. It is a mismatch, and that's what I think we will see Saturday night.
And one final question. Win or lose, what does this do to Conor McGregor's brand? Since this is his first fight as a boxer, does this diminish his brand in any way?
Not even a little bit. The person who's taking all the risk is Floyd, because Floyd's legacy is on the line. If Floyd Mayweather was to lose this fight, it might be the biggest upset in the history of sports. You're 49-0, undefeated, unblemished, universally recognized as one of the best ever, the greatest defensive fighter we've ever seen, and you lose to a guy that's never fought as a boxer, ever. I can't think of an upset that's great. I can't come up with anything. I can't come up with the Patriots losing in the Super Bowl to the Giants. I can't come up with, even when they were 18-0. I can't come up with that. I can't come up with an NBA Finals loss. I can't come up with another boxing loss. I can't come up with a tennis mismatch. I can't come up with any loss that I've ever seen in my lifetime that would be bigger than Floyd Money Mayweather losing this fight.
Reportedly, there are going to be a lot of physicians ringside to keep an eye on McGregor because overwhelming majority feel that Floyd will brutalize him to the point that he needs severe medical attention. McGregor is a tough guy, and Floyd's hands have gotten a little brittle over time. Is that possible?
I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think where you need people ringside, I think that Conor McGregor's ego is so big that as he's getting picked apart and embarrassed, when Floyd is sitting there and beating him up and talking to announcers while doing it, when Floyd is sitting there and tapping him on the shoulder and saying, yo, bro, I'm behind you. You just missed that punch. When he's laughing at him and talking to him and humiliating him, I think then Conor McGregor goes UFC. And I think that's the danger in all of this. And I'm not talking about something as flagrant as a kick, but an elbow, a shoulder, a headbutt, stuff like that that happens in the throes of UFC competition that you can get away with. I think instinctually, innately, he'll resort to that if he's getting embarrassed, because his ego will take over and it will usurp his senses, and he may slip up in that regard. Other than that, nothing.
All right, Stephen A., always a pleasure. Good luck, and see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hey, Stephen, do you feel